शुरू हो गया started hello you are able to hear me any of you can respond
Yes.
good so sorry we got a little delayed today maybe for a few minutes but now we are going to start you see last three lectures in the first lecture I talked about the interconnection between science research invention technology innovation and entrepreneurship. And the next one, I talked about general the way research is done and the role of a student and the role of a guide or advisor. And, also talked about working in a group and owning your work and following ethics in research. Little bit everything I spoke on my second lecture. In third, basically, we defined what is all about research methodology. And then I finally said that research methodology is a six-step process or technique that we follow to do research. And out of those six-step processes, the very first one was to remember formulating. This one is the first step process, formulating and clarifying the clarifying the research topic. This topic is important for all researchers. Just after their master degree, those who are coming to do research. And this is the first step process on research methodology. And today, we will be studying how we can formulate a research topic and refine it. This is the topic of the day. This is today's topic. Today we'll be learning how we can formulate a research topic and refine it. So, what are the steps to formulate a research topic and how we can refine it? The first thing is identified. How we can identify the attributes of a good research topic. We must know what are the attributes of a good research topic. Then we will see how generating idea that help us select a very good research topic by generating ideas, research ideas that can help us for a very good research topic. Then you will see generating So generating research idea that help in research ideas that help you select a very good research topic. That will see how if I have generated a good idea, that can also help you to identify a good research topic. First, you will see what are the attributes. Then you will see how by generating ideas that can help us to decide a research topic. And then finally, you will see next page. Next, finally, you see we would like to see how turning the idea into a good research question. Turning idea good research question. Then ideas and research questions and research objective. These are these things are very important. How you can turn a research idea into a good research question and research objective. These are the things we'll try to discuss today. So start with, let me tell you what is the good attributes. I would like attributes of a good research topic. What are the attributes? When you want to start a research, you must understand following things to select a good research topic. First of all, you have to see your capability. Capability means you must see, suppose we must select a topic, whether is it feasible, you have enough resource and technique, time and personal capability to do this research. Or like, suppose you want to work in high energy physics, like, suppose you want to work in large hadron collider experiments, then you first you have to see whether you have enough data analysis capability. You can get huge number of data from there, but you must have that capability to do those data analysis. Do I have enough data? Or you have enough resource? Suppose you want to plan an experiment where you need money to buy certain things, so you must have resource. Or all the equipments you need, you must have all those equipment, or some specific techniques you would be needing for your research. You must have those things with you. If you don't have these things, then you have to think twice while selecting a topic. The next one is appropriateness. Is it worthwhile to do it? That you must also see whether it is it worthwhile to do it? Is it a new? Because when you are doing research, it has to be something new. You have to see, is it new or enough is there in the literature, so you should not do this. Is it new? Little or enough in the literature. So that you should not do it. In research, always you bring new things to the body of already existing knowledge. So appropriateness is very important. You should not do something somebody has already done. So you are not going to add any new knowledge to that. So appropriateness is very important. Then relevance. Whether this topic is relevant or for the organization. Suppose you are working for organization, you have to make sure whether whether this topic you are selecting topic is relevant or not for the organization. It is something new that you can deliver. You have to make sure whether it is something new. You are going to deliver to the organization. Whether you can solve some problem of the organization. These are the things, these are the attributes of a good research topic. When you are selecting a research topic, you should ask all these questions. And if you find it is yes, then only you go. Even then you should go for that topic. Even when you publish a paper, the journal also asks similar question. Your study, how relevant your study to the field? What is the new knowledge you are adding to the existing knowledge? That is what, even when you want to publish your work, they will ask you. You know, you can go to the next. So what are the method how you can generate ideas? Research idea generation. If you can generate a good idea, then you can generate the topic. So there are basically two ways you can generate research ideas. One is by rational thinking. Versus other one is creative thinking. What is rational thinking? Explore your resource. That means explore your resource. That means your suppose you are in touch with some professor and or you have done some project work. So there also you can get the ideas or your self-interest or you have gone through literature and you have seen previously people have done something and then you find there are knowledge gaps. So you want to add knowledge there. So that also you can think of new ideas from there. Or sometimes even scanning media, you see that new developments are coming in science. Suppose that inspires you, then you say, okay, I want to do research on this field on this topic. So one is exploring your resources. Then the second one is self-interest. And third one is use of past or previously published data or paper. Suppose you read some paper, you find that interesting and you feel that there is some knowledge gap. That knowledge gap you can contribute there. That way you can generate idea, research idea. Or also sometimes, scanning media. Whereas when it is creative thinking, it is something, one creativity. You have just out of the box thinking. It is important whenever you have creative thoughts come to your mind, create a list of ideas. When it comes to your mind, then you do brainstorming with your friends, professor, and expert on the field, and then you can personalize after. The best way to do this creative is first whatever creative idea comes to your mind, you can list them. Then you can carry out brainstorming with the experts. Brainstorming with the expert and personalize your idea. After discussing, you can also modify your idea, then you personalize your idea. So these are the two ways you can generate ideas. So it will be interesting. Each of you must define what is your research topic and how you have arrived to your own research topic. You must able to write down that. That may be some sort of a question for you, class question. So all of you should describe how you have selected your research topic. Right. The area of research will lead you to find your research topic, whichever area you are working. Suppose I am in solid state physics. Then that area, once you go, that will lead to your research topic on that area. So suppose you have got now a research idea. How you can refine that idea? So there are few ways You can, suppose you got a research idea and we wanted to do research on this area. But before you really take up that, it is better to uh, carry out certain studies, like, it is called Dolphy technique. To make sure that your research idea or the research topic you have taken is the right one. So what you should do, it is called the Dolphy technique. This means you go and discuss with the experts on the field, take their opinion, and suppose you wanted to do certain study. When you discuss with the experts, they may give you some good ideas. Okay, your proposal is good. You want to study this. Why don't you also look following aspects? Because this aspect they will suggest maybe more important because they have got experience. So it is always good, to finalize your research topic, talk to expert. This is what is known as the Dolphy technique. The other method is you can also do a preliminary study. This will help you a lot. Suppose before finalizing everything, you can carry out a preliminary study. And you also should evaluate your topic is good or not by continuously testing your ideas again and again with different people, organization, and guide. Should continuously test your continuously test your idea with different people and guide. And integrating idea, finally, what you do? Integrate idea when you get a different idea. That's what I told earlier. When you get a different idea from Dolphy technique. So this way you can refine your research idea or research topic. When we finalize a research topic, we have to generate research questions. Suppose once you have now finalized your research topic, then you have to generate research question. Now sometimes you can say that I want to study, suppose let's say fusion fission dynamics. Suppose I say how fission is taking place. But this is a very general general title. Then you have to generate a research question. on this dynamic study, what I will study? Writing research question directly reflect. Suppose when you write a research question, that directly reflect expected research result. Just giving a general title is not very clear. But once you write a research question, writing directly reflect expected research result. And objective. So writing a research question, if you write a research question, that will directly reflect expected research result and objective. This, when we do research, we may get a topic, but then many times it's people commit mistake while generating a research question. So if you don't have a good research question, then you don't know what you are going to measure and what is your objective. So how do you generate a good research question? First thing you should look, you must say your research question must be consistent with expected standard. If you are doing research, really you should add some new knowledge. It should be important result, important knowledge. It should be consistent with a standard. Then it should produce clear conclusion. The research question should be such that it should produce a clear conclusion. And it should be at right level. It should not be too difficult so that you will not be able to do. It should not be too descriptive, not too descriptive. No, it should not be your research should not be very informative just. It should be rather more investigative. Why? Not what. So make sure that your research topic is not too descriptive. How can you find out your research question is just right for you and it is consistent with above points, like it is consistent with expected standards? It should produce clear conclusion. It should be at right level, not too descriptive. So how can you do that? Bringing research idea to the right level. Define a research question, that will define your topic very clearly. When you define your research question, that will define your topic very clearly. And this can be done what is known as the Goldie क्या गया? Goldilocks test. Any of you know this test? Any of you, can you answer? Yeah, any of you know this? What is Goldilocks test? नहीं. YouTube में anybody answering anything? Okay. You know, this is a test. You ask 5 questions. 5 questions for the category. It is too easy. Similarly, five questions for the category. Just right. And 5 questions for the category. It is too difficult. And if all these questions are yes, then you should not do that. So, okay, let me write down. Go to the next page. So we want to see that our research topic is just right. It's just right level. Or just right standard. So it's too much. Just right. Too much difficult. Suppose I ask a question. Have you read it a lot of time before? Have you read it a lot of time before? I will write down 5 questions. Do you understand the story very well? 3. Do you know almost every word? Can you read it smoothly? 4. Can you read it smoothly? Are you reading without thinking? And other scenario, are there more than 5 words in a page? Do not have. Are you confused? Most of the time you are reading when you read Does it sound difficult to understand? Four, are you finding that you are not enjoying? Then just write each topic new to you. Do you understand most of the idea? There are just there couple of words, a page you are not understanding. When you read some places, right? Places difficult. Do you think as you read, you look into this? If in the first column, too much easy. Have you read it lot time before? Do you understand the story very well? If all these are yes, then that topic is too easy for you. Similarly, in the other end, are there more than 5 words in a page you do not understand? Are you confused most of the time you are reading? When you read, does it sound difficult to understand? Are you finding that you are not enjoying? If that is the scenario, that means the topic is too difficult for you. This is too easy, too difficult. Then you have to see the middle one. Is the topic new to you? Yes. Do you understand most of the idea? Yes. Are there just a couple of words in the page you do not understand? Yes. When you when you some places right and some places difficult you find. Okay, right? Do you think as you read? Yes. So if the middle one is all yes, then that is right for you. When you select a research topic and research idea, research question, you must go through this. And if that is the case, you should select. Okay, this will help you to come to your research topic. Okay, next page. So there are, basically two type of research question you can ask. थोड़ा टाइम के बाद बात करेंगे. Types of research questions. So one is what, other one is why. what is basically like, asking for opinion and gathering facts. That is what? It is a descriptive research. What is descriptive? Using questions that go beyond description and analysis. That is why this is detailed explanation. So when you write research questions to research objective, the objective is the outcome of the research. So when you write a research question, that will tell you what will be the outcome of your research. And what is you are going to achieve through your research. That research objective will tell you that when you write a research question, and the objective will be the outcome of your research question. So writing a clear objective is very important. So objective will sometimes, it all depends on your organization and your guide, because suppose you are working with organization, so your research question should be related to the organization and their preferences. Suppose you're working in a organization and a guide is working in specific problem, so all your research questions should be related to that is related to your organization. Sometimes also one can use general purpose questions. You can use also general, okay. You can use general focus questions to achieve your objective. So do this, you can use what is known as the SMART approach. SMART approach. What is SMART approach? Your research question should be following this SMART approach. S, M, A, R, T. SMART. S is specific, which is measurable. A is appropriate. M, A, sorry. Achievable. And R is realistic. And T is timely. So when you are creating a research question for your research topic, you must follow this approach, SMART approach. You must see your research questions is such that it is very then addressing a very specific aspect, and it should be measurable. The aspect you are trying to study, that should be measurable. That means it should be quantifiable. And you have a limited time to complete your PhD. So it should be achievable. And also your research, whatever you have, within that, it should be achievable. And the question you are asking, it should be realistic. Yeah, it should be doable. And you should, as I told you, you should be able to complete in time. So when you are generating a research question, research idea, research question, that will ultimately will be your research topic. You should go through all those exercises. So that will help you to first identify and then turn it to a good research topic, generate ideas, and then finally you can refine it by using all these tricks so that you will get finally a very good research topic. So I will give a, for example, I will give a, suppose a quick research idea. Write a good research question. Suppose I select a topic. You can write your own. I'm just writing something. Suppose I want to study in fission dynamics, how fission is taking place. My question can be one I can write. Suppose I want to study how nuclear fission is like a, it breaks into one, liquid drop breaks into two. That is what we know. Fission, when it breaks, whether it is like a water or it is like honey, it is slowly breaking. So I can find out different stages, time scales. Because when a heavy ion fusion reaction you study, first your projectile and target, they combine, they form a compound system, and the whole compound system again evolves in a shape, degree, and finally it breaks into two. So you have different stages from the touching configuration of the projectile and target. It goes to a compound system. Then the compound system evolves in terms of shape change, and finally again breaks into two. Suppose my aim is to study the time scales involved in various stages of fission process. Or you know that due to fission, angular momentums are generated, because in a spontaneous fission, along with the neutron, also you get a lot of gamma rays, around 10 to 12 units of gamma rays. You know, gamma ray carries angular momentum. So how, start with, you had zero angular momentum, the final stage, you have 10 to 12 units of angular momentum. Suppose I want to study angular momentum generation. In nuclear fission. Is something like that. So I have, when I write a research question, then my research topic is very specific, and I know what are the result I am going to get. I want to get, in a first case, I will measure the time scales in the different stages of fission process. Second case, I am going to measure study how angular momentum is generated. Whether angular momentum is generated before they are both the fragments are splitted, or how this angular momentum is coming from zero angular momentum to 10 to 12 units long, how they are coming. So these are the, if you have a good research question, then your research idea and research topic will be good. So with this, we'll stop here today. And I will ask you, you can ask any question. And I would like you all to ask questions rather than keeping quiet. So, okay, go to the YouTube and then let us see. So, one thing. So, any question?
Sir,
Yeah.
is any specific process for the literature review or just study the latest paper and the field that you are working in, or any particular criteria that one should follow?
For this course or
For literature review, for in general, for the research
literature
purpose.
review, maybe I will tell you, maybe next lecture will be on literature review because there are 6-step processes. And today, what I told is the first one.
So in the last lecture, you described about that processes, that what
Yeah,
one should follow.
all the 6. But then subsequent lectures, each step will take one lecture.
Oh,
Because today what I did, how you can select your research topic, that formulating and clarifying your research topic. That
so
was the
sometimes there is a maybe 2 or 3 studies may go parallel sometimes. Means
yes.
2 or 3 paper may do research on the same
Uh,
topic.
right.
Is it, if
Maybe
this
different
will follow?
technique they will be using, but their aim is same.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So how that person would defend his research? That means just taking different method. Is it valid enough to take this?
No. Okay. This is I can give my view. If that is the case, then you have two papers and people, they are having two different ideas, physics ideas, and then it is good. Then it is a good chance that you can prove whether one of them is correct or both of them cannot be correct.
Yes, sir.
So it's a good opportunity to carry out a comparative study by devising some experiment which will be independent from their research design, but it can give you physics about both the work in a more independent way.
Sir, I just want to add one thing, but what you taught today about your resources, if two students having different resources and they are working on the same field, but even doing hard work, the student having better resource would come out with a better result.
Yeah, that's right. No, because what I told, no, while selecting your topic, you look your resource, because
Yes, sir.
what is the facility? That is correct. No, if you are in a very advanced laboratory, you always take up more challenging problems because
Yes, sir.
you have all instruments there and you have expert people. You can take their expert opinions. Yeah, well, that's correct. It will help to do a good research. That's correct. What you're telling.
Is it any alternative, sir, that the student should add on something that about with your experience that you can suggest us that what that student can add on in his study so that he can make his more efficient his research?
Yeah, what I can only suggest, I may or may not be right, but if I will be on that position, what I will do, if you have a good, interest in research, you should look for collaboration because research is always a teamwork. So if you have something in mind and you have a really good idea, even if you don't have facility, you can get opportunity in other labs and you can reach to other peoples and tell your problem. I have this idea and I want to do this. I think there are people who will help you. I don't think because everybody, at least I know in the research or in academy, people are very nice. They always want to help. If somebody has a good idea, they'll also feel good, no? If you do something good, you will also feel good.
Yes, yes, sir.
So
Okay.
you will able to do. Only what I will do, what I will suggest is that always be very positive, and if you have any shortcomings, something, you reach out to the people and you learn those things or take help from others. But you keep your focus, your work focus, forward. Never think that if you are really working, some people are always there to help you. You will try to put down. I don't think so. You'll always
Okay,
get
sir.
help.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You are from which place?
Sir, I'm from VCC, Variable Energy Cyclotron Center.
Okay. So what you are doing? What type of research?
Sir, I am in radioactive ion beam group, presently working in ISOL lab, laser-based
Oh,
systems.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's good. Do something new totally.
Yes,
You
sir.
have to think, what people are doing. You always think whether this same thing can be done in a different way.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that will give you a lot of positive energy. Always think, is there any alternative to this?
Yes, sir.
So that is what all about curiosity and critical thinking.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All the
Thank
best.
you. Thank you so much, sir.
Mhm. So there is a question in YouTube. Are rational thinking and creative thinkings are, as you have described, generally mutually exclusive, referring to your research idea generation? What I should answer. Are rational thinking and creative thinkings, as you have described? Yeah, what I told, rational thinking means you have to look around your resources and your capabilities and then take up a research topic. When it comes to creative thinking, that you can generate on your own. I will give you an example. I know that cyclotron accelerator. Everybody knows if there is a potential difference between two plates, you can always accelerate a charge particle, and the energy gained by the charge particle will be the charge into the potential difference Q and into V. And if by creating potential difference, you want to accelerate charge particles, always there is a limit, because the maximum energy you can get is depending on how much voltage you can raise, voltage difference you can create. But there is a limit you can create voltage difference. After that, it will spark. So, Ernest Lawrence, he was a student. He was only 27 years old. So they were working on this accelerators. Then he came out with idea. What is this? If we are going to accelerate particle by raising voltage, then there is a limit. Why don't we do something so that we use a small potential difference, but in a repeated way, again and again we'll use that potential difference. So that is how cyclotron came. In cyclotron, your potential difference is low, but you use the same potential difference again and again. So that type of thinking, that's a totally a creative thinking. Yeah, out of the box. You don't know this doesn't sound good. This is not the way we should work. We should work something like this. So that is what is the creative. Creative is not very easy. It is always better, easier to do with a rational thinking. But whenever you will do creative thinking, that is exceptional. Thank you. Sir, can you please share last lecture slides that were handwritten by you? please also share 2 days. Okay, I will share this. Let me then do one thing. All these lecture notes I will convert to PDF file, and maybe Monday I will give. We'll put it somewhere then in our HBNI's site. Will put all these lectures, whatever I am speaking. I will just scan it and prepare lecture 1, lecture 2, lecture 3, and we will make it available to you. No problem. Any further question? Okay, thank you all. Again, we'll meet on Monday. Monday. कितना टाइम होगा? अब